I'm not hearing music. That sounds good. Hi. How's everyone doing? Hopefully it's not too loud, too quiet in any sense. Please do speak if it is. Because we can chat a little bit beforehand. I also like how it looks like I'm dipping into the shadows when I am when I dip down a little bit too much. Music's down a little bit. Is that better? Mm-hmm. Good, good. How's everyone's weekends going? Confiore, I see. I had a very, I was going to say quiet day, and then I realized I've been playing Valorant half the day. I can't really say it's been cozy. I may have gotten slightly annoyed by some people in the lobbies. But I have also done all my packing for Japan. Mostly, I didn't forget to put a travel adapter on my in my suitcase. I didn't forget to buy one of those at all. What do you mean? That was my own stupidity, though. All set for next week? Almost. I just need to finish packing my carry-on. But that's mainly for snacks. Snacks and electronics. I will be taking my laptop with me. I'm still debating if I'm going to take my mic to do some streams with, because there's a couple of days where Nixie and Vin are going off to Fuji. Me and Sho didn't really want to go, so we're gonna be doing our own thing. And I think I might take my streamer stuff so that I can do some silly little Zatsu streams whilst we're there. And I'd feel bad to no, words. I'd feel bad imposing on all three of them. I don't mind imposing on Sho much. There be a 4-person stream at some point, maybe? I mean, maybe. I don't know if everyone's taking their stuff though. It might be a bit too much to have 4 people around one mic. I know me and Sho have vaguely discussed it though. I think one of the days that those two are gone, we are gonna go shopping for technology aspects. You heard Vince just stream? If it's someone else brings electronics, I'll talk to him about it, because I know my laptop doesn't like OBS much. So I don't want to accidentally overload it. I can't get a new laptop before next week, unfortunately. So I'll see about it. I might shoot him a message just saying like, yeah, I'm bringing I'm bringing some bits to Japan. Like, I'm definitely bringing my laptop. I'm thinking of taking my mic. So if we need anything else, just let me know. But I think it'd be fun. The only problem would be that the time zones might be a little bit dodgy. But yeah, me and Sho might be going shopping to get our technology bits. I want to look for a stream deck whilst we're there. I know I got a new mouse that effectively has a stream deck in the side of it. I do just want to have a normal stream deck for my own use as well. I think it would make transitioning between my scenes a little bit easier, and it would also make it'd make my toggles a lot easier as well, because with this mouse I keep accidentally switching models because I can't remember what's programmed to what. We stream at night, we should be able to catch it and be a bit early. That's true. Might work out better for the people in the Asian time zones as well. I know at some point we have Teamlabs board. No, not borderless. We have Teamlabs planets. Wait, which one's the one with the? I can't remember which one it is. I think it might be Bordelos we're going to. Don't quote me on it. It's the one where you don't need to take shoes off. Because I don't like water too much. But we're going to one of the team labs places. We've got the extra add-on with the fancy tea, where we get to drink tea in the dark, and we and we get to also have light flower lights in it. My colleague says it's a scam, but it's too late. We've already booked it. Nixie sold it to us as, oh, don't you want some fancy tea with flowers in the dark? So, yeah, tea in the dark. It looks very funky and very cool, you know? Of course, the Brit was sold on it. Honey, there was the Brit was selling it. The Brit was selling it, and the other Brit simply agreed. We also have plans to go to a chopstick making class. We still need to book onto that class, but we're gonna do that once we sort out what else we want to do on that day, because it won't let us book it yet. But I think there's an art aquarium museum as well we want to do, and I think that's all going to be on the day that we do the chopstick making class. So we want to line them up. We just can't book any of them yet because it wasn't letting us book. It's one of those where there's only a certain period before that you can book it. So we're having to wait a little bit longer. Um, hmm, what else? Oh yeah, we've booked onto a cat tour as well. There's a cat shrine that we go to. We go to the big 3D cat, and then also to a cat cafe. Oh, I think we're the real winners for that one. Cats, yeah. One of the big cat shrines that we wanted to go to as well. Yeah, the big 3D cat. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. I also want. Yeah, Shinjuku. Yeah. It's in Shinjuku. And then there was. I want to go to Daiso. I will go to Daiso on my own if I need to, because it is a big. There, I want to go to the big stationery store. I don't remember what the other one's called, but I know there's another big one, and I need to stock up on all my stationeries. Mainly calligraphy brushes and sketchbooks. But if they have pretty inks as well, and a lot of journaling supplies, I might just go a little bit crazy on there. We also have plans to go to the Pokemon centers. I have spotted a Wooper plushie that I intend to buy. I also intend to get Shinx and Pokemon cards. Because it's me, obviously. Woopa? Woopa. Yeah. I do, in fact, wish to get the Wooper. I can't think what else we have planned. I know we've not planned anywhere of eating, which I need to look into because I am. God, I'm making myself tired. But I get a little bit antsy about eating out at places where I don't know what I can get. Get you guys falling asleep to these bedtime stories. What if I fall asleep whilst I'm reading them? You might be able to find one of those where you cook it on your table. Huh? Oh, you mean, no. I, mm, if it's gonna be it's cooked in the same place and I can see it, it'll bother me a lot. I get very sick of slight contamination. Yeah. We did it once and it was fine, but I'd rather not. Fair, yeah. I'm sorry I'm yawning so much. I should not already be tired. There's a ramen chain that's yet popular. That sounds good. You forgot the name? I feel like I know the one you mean. I couldn't tell you the name. I'm also not looking forward to the fact that the travel for me is really long for 2 days. Because I'm going down to London. Um, God. I'm going down to London the day before we fly. And that in itself is 8 hours for me to go. And then the flights add up to about 15 hours, not including the stopover. The stopover makes it nearly 20. Oh, Ichiran Ramen. Yes, I remember. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I do, in fact, remember that one. I knew I knew the one. I just didn't know the name. A little bit silly, you know? But I think everyone knows I'm a little bit silly by now. Yeah. So I don't think I have much else. Yeah. But you have a power bank and stuff. I don't have a power bank. Well, I guess I know what I'm doing the day before. I didn't want to go around London with my suitcase, but I guess I'm going to be making a stop. What did I forget that? I have one. It's just I don't use it. Oh, I'm stupid. Oh, but I have coloring books. I have coloring books. I'll be taking my tablet. You're not stupid, just let your mind. Yeah, but the travel adapter slipped my mind. That's understandable. The power bank I should have known about. The cute yawn. Shush. I'm sleepy. I'm not used to streaming this late, or at least starting stream this late. But yeah, it's gonna be a very long trip. I have my headphones. I've got my music downloaded, mostly. I might add a few more things to that list. What else? I need to buy snacks. But I think that's a Saturday problem. Get the snacks. I have the snacks I'm looking at on my throne. Make sure to get some back with you. Absolutely. I have multiple people who've already asked me to take things for get things for them. I've not even considered about the snacks I want to get for myself yet in Japan. Like, Mama asked if I would get her multi kisses, and then Ichigo has asked if I can bring back some more of the Meiji chocolate things for her. I've not even thought about what I want yet. I've got the bad habit. I think of what to get other people before I think about getting my own stuff. Like when I started planning going, my first thoughts were, oh, what could I get for like family and friends? I wouldn't even ask because they'd be gone so quick it wouldn't be worth getting. That's true. That's true. But I've also got stuff on tomorrow. I've got family coming around in the afternoon because we're celebrating my birthday just before I go. So tea and cake in the afternoon for me. And then we have repo with the lads, as Rosario has called it. And that's gonna be very fun because there is how many people? There's 9 people involved in that. That's gonna be chaotic and very loud. I turned my alerts off. What you mean? Hold on. I swear I turned my alert sounds off. Fazzola literally watched me. Was it loud? Yes, it was loud for me. I don't know why they were still making noise for me. I turned it all off on Twitch. But it should be muted now for me as well. If it's not, I'll just be sad. But hi Akihiko, how you doing? Welcome on in. You didn't hear it? That's all well and good then. We're just yapping a little bit before we start the stories. There we go. Thank you for the head pats. Hi, how you doing? Oh, come on in. I hope your weekend started off well. That's the first time I've seen an emote fall this time. No, you're all good. Don't worry, Akiko. Please get some rest. Rest up well. Oh, wait. That Nightbot comment's wrong. My TikTok's changed. I need to remember to change that on my Linktree as well before I get business cards done. Oopsie daisy. Oh. I could play peekaboo with you guys. Where's that? Don't mind me, I'm just being silly. What a cutie. Hold on, I can be funny here. You say cutie. I think Fazzola knows what I'm about to show, but... Cutie, they say. I am sus. I am the most sus cow there is. You forgot to extend an invitation? That's okay. Please don't worry about it. Genuinely, it's okay. I am busy tomorrow. I think I know which one you mean because I saw Ichigo mention it, but I'm also in a repo collab tomorrow, funnily enough. Still a cutie when you're sus? I've had people ask if I'd step on them before, though. Oh my god, I'm sorry. I got invited a while ago. I'd like you too, to be fair. Still cute. Yeah. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna get comfy. That's fine. Hope you have fun tomorrow. Thank you. I will. I hope you guys have fun as well. Oh, no, don't make me stretch. I just got comfy. Honey. Oh. Thanks for the head pats. No, you're sorry. No, you're okay. The pat's good, right? Yeah. Yeah, that's good. Okay, now I can see things better. Kind of. If the hiccups would not. Your yawns are adorable. No. No, they're not. Josh. Absolutely not. Even the hiccups? No, no, no. You're starting to yawn like crazy. Catch you both some other time. Okie dokie, Aggie. Go sleep well. Anyways, I don't know. Have we yapped enough? Do we keep yapping? Oh yeah, I could also mention a video mic. We just need to work on getting a mixer first before we start anything. But I do need to figure out what direction to go with that. There's a lot of ways to do it. And obviously I want to do whatever the Wispup. Your audio's being a bit weird. No, I think my voice just faded out. I accidentally went a bit too far away from my mic. Alternatively, what do you mean by weird? I've not changed it. Oh, it was fading out. No, that was just my voice. That was just my voice. Bedtime story, yippee. Not quite yet. We've just been talking a little bit first. Welcome on in. How you doing? So, like I was saying, we just got the 3DL mic, and there's a lot of ways that we could go about it. But I want to know what you guys want most with that. They're a bit of a yapper, but soon. I'm sorry, I'm a yapper. I'm a yapper. I don't do just chatting streams, but I'm a yapper. I'm good. What about y'all? I'm doing fabulous. I've had such a lovely day on Valorant for the most part, but I've already finished my packing for Japan for next week. So it's been a decent day. I haven't ranked up yet, but I've also not ranked down. Not that I could rank down if I wanted to. W yapping? Yeah! You'll like hear a lot of it if you stick around. Have fun in Japan. I shall. We might still get some streams whilst I'm there. I've yapped too much. My throat is already going. There we go. Thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. I hope you enjoy your time as a Wispup here. That's you guys on my shoulder there. Did you drink enough water? I've just downed a quarter of my glass. Don't worry. Oh, what? It's all under control. Also, I enjoy hearing your voice. The video would make it better. There's still many directions in which we could go with that. You have an early shift next week, so you need to sleep early to fix the sleep schedule. What's a sleep schedule? I don't sleep very well. But you have to wake up at 4:30. You've got this. I could never. I mean, I have in the past, but I would rather not. But I believe in you. You got this. You absolutely got this. You don't sleep very well, but already yawning. Yeah. What about it? That'd be hard. You're not a morning person at all. Just like me, for real, for real. You'll be exhausted. May I suggest coffee? If you don't like coffee, Monster. I don't like Monster. Coffee is my addiction of choice, but needs must. Unfortunately, I'm also on decaf at the moment. Started working at Mercedes? Hey, nice. Good job. Works hard and you're gonna need a lot of caffeine. You've got this. I trust that. You absolutely got this. Hard work pays off. Hopefully it pays off in a monetary value so that you can treat yourself with lots of nice things. I'm hoping so for you at least. Right, so I've been yapping for half an hour. Well, for 25 minutes. We can yap a little bit more. It's a factory job, but it's actually paid really good, so it's worth it. Absolutely. I hope you do treat yourself when payday comes around, though. That's the yapper we know and love. I'm just a silly little British yapper. You can't stop me. Nothing stops me, I'm just silly. British? Yeah. I'm British. I don't have the silly little accent, but I am British. I promise you that I'm not an imposter. Very little could stop you. Yeah. Nothing can stop me. I will be silly until the end of my days. I'm so silly, chaotic. I'm a variety streamer, for those who don't know. Also, hi, Cry Hi. I see you there. I've seen you lurking. The silliest? Yeah. So, small introduction to me for people who don't know me here. I'm Danya. I am your Dark Carnival ringleader. At your service with a little bit of trickery. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. I'm a variety streamer, so we dabble in all sorts of things here, but you'll normally find us doing art, nano blocks, hand cams. We do baking on occasion. And I also dabble here in ASMR occasionally. This is actually my second time in the channel, in this category. Yes, baking. Yeah. I'm a baker. So we've done cake pops on stream. We've done cookies on stream. I have a macaron kit downstairs that I also intend to do on stream, but that will come probably in May. So I can do it without having to worry about parents, and I can move my setup downstairs to do it. You're gonna put the stream on in the background and we'll be trying to sleep. Maybe if you will fall asleep. If not, I'll be chatting again. That's more than fine with me. I hope you enjoy your sleep and that you get some really nice dreams in there. What else is there to introduce myself? I don't think I need to introduce myself further. I'm just Danya. People think I'm cute. I argue otherwise, but I'm warming up to it, I think. But nice dreams might be a guarantee here. I mean, there's yeah, I have the 18 plus tag. I can say this. Nice dreams can come in all sorts of all types though. Not necessarily the most say so. Very promising. I'm being sold really well here. I'm just saying that now. I'm really being sold nicely in chat. Okay, you didn't have to plant that in my head. Teehee. Oh, but I did. That's the fun part. I'm not a say so streamer. The 18 plus there. No, the 18 plus is there for a reason. And it's mainly because of what I say. I'll keep claiming it on show for as long as I can though. If it's not a nice dream, I'm gonna be blaming you. Oh no. Whatever will I do? Hi, it's Wolf. Welcome on in. How you doing? I will get around to the bedtime stories eventually, right? And if you hear Love and Deep Space music in the background, no, you don't. I sell you nicely because you're nice. I know. You're alive and so tired. Oh, you must have come to the right place then, because I intend on helping you guys fall asleep. Eventually, when I stop yapping and I start reading. I'm just hoping that I'm not being too loud at all. I can't hear how loud I am myself. I just know that I'm speaking quite low. You're not? You're great on audio? Awesome. Let me drag... See, I want to drag my OBS to my other screen, but I also can't afford to accidentally not see things. But we're gonna do it the most awkward way that I could do it. Where I see a sliver of what I'm reading. Yeah, this'll work. This'll work. I can read this. You're already struggling to stay awake? You were tired before the stream started, though, mister. You should already be asleep. It's been such a nice day today. You've been out playing fetch with my dogs. You have dogs? Wait, what are your dogs called? What breed are they? I love dogs. I have cats myself, but I absolutely adore dogs. Also, Fazzola, don't tell me to shush. This is my stream. I'll yap as much as I want. Blue healer border collie mates? That sounds adorable. See, I know my brother has dogs. I think his are both mixed as well. I know one of them is a pug mixed with something. And then the other... Oh, what's she mixed of? Mixed with a Jack Russell mixed with something? I don't know what they're mixed with though. I can't remember. And then my cousin has an Alaskan Malamute. And I absolutely love my big dogs. She comes up to my waist. So I am very much happy with dogs. I would love to have one of my own. Stretch a little bit. I'm sat over like a croissant at the moment. I'm just trying not to kill my myself. But Discord, I'll get puppy face. We do. Oh, thank you, Zola. There's the Discord. They're about 7 months. Oh, so they're extra adorable, is what you're saying. They're puppies. They're so cute. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I know I was a little bit loud there, but extra pain in your butt is what they are. Yeah. Same thing. Yeah. Trust. Yeah. I know for a fact my cats are a pain in my ass, personally. They're not allowed in my room at all. Yes, give us the puppy box. More pics for the collection. Extra pain, extra cute. Absolutely. Like me. Because I can be a real pain sometimes. If I decide to be, I can absolutely be a brat. Mine's still learning not to nip ankles when I'm walking through the house. Oh, they're so, but they're just being, they're just being them. You a pain? Nah. I can be. Guess what I haven't done today, Fazzola? Literally named one of them Achilles because of it. Aww. Oh, that's so cute. Yeah. Rats are great. You'd know. I'll see. I don't think I've taken this yet. What did you say to me? I said, guess what I haven't done yet today. Done it now. Oh, as I'm literally stumbling, but still cute. There we go. Tablets, yeah, I've taken them. No iron deficient Tanya in this household. One of these days they're gonna eat me because they think I'm a squeaky toy or something. Aww. You know what? Yeah. They probably would think that. Because just human? No, squeaky toy. They go squeak. Me, stream might be under an hour. Me, as I proceed to yap for 40 minutes before even starting any stories. Sorry, I got hit by hiccups, as usual. There shouldn't be nothing surprising about this. You were so ready to get into stories before the yap happened. Yeah. But what can I say? I'm a yapper. Also because I know that next week's gonna be quiet. I want to spend all the time that I can with you guys. Before I get too tired. Right, let me drag this up. So, I listed... was it 5? It was 5 stories. Yeah, I think 5 things I listed, right? Let me get my tweet. Get the tweet up. That also help me remember what I actually need to open. So, yeah, I listed 5, so we have 5 stories to go through. I think they all say they're about 5-minute read. I don't know how long it's gonna take. But hopefully by the end of it, you guys will be sleepy and I can send you off to someone else who's being really cozy and really quiet. Sound like a good deal? I think it's a good deal at least. I'll take that deal. Excellent. I've seen a couple of people in the ASMR category that are friends of mine. I've seen. So hopefully they're still going when we finish here. So, we're going to start with The Land of Yomi, which is from the Green Willow and other Japanese fairy tales. One second. Hi, Shrode. Did you time your entrance to where I was about to start reading stories? should have known better than to start reading. What? Oh, you. Maybe you didn't do it on purpose. I was saying, because I was literally just about to start reading one of the stories that I picked out to read to you guys to help you sleep. And then you appeared and said hi. Oh. Right. How are you doing, Shrode? I'll get the little bit of introduction yap out before I start reading this. And if you don't say that you're having a good day, I'm going to come over there and I'm going to whack you with a frying pan so that you sleep. Does that sound good? You're having a fantastic day? Most excellent. Can I say I haven't had a good day? No, because I know what you were doing all day. And I know you were having a good day, so no. It doesn't work like that. Unfortunately, you screwed yourself over by being in a call with me. So I knew what you were up to. Damn. Anyways. The Land of Yomi, Green Willow, and other Japanese fairy tales. From the glorious clouds of high heaven, from the divine ether, the vital essence, and the great concourse of eternal deities, there issued forth the heavenly pair, Izanagi. His Augustness, the Lord of Invitation, and with him Izanami, her Augustness, the Lady of Invitation. Together they stood upon the floating bridge of high heaven, and they looked down to where the mists swirled in confusion beneath their feet. For to them had been given power and commandment to make, consolidate, and give birth to the drifting lands. And to this end the august powers had granted them a heavenly jeweled sphere, and the two deities, standing upon the floating bridge of heaven, lowered the jeweled sphere head first into chaos, so that the mists were divided. As they waited, the brine dripped from the jewels upon the spearhead, and there was formed an island. This is the island of Onogoro. And his Augustness, the Lord of Invitation, took by the hand of her Augustness, the Lady of Invitation, his lovely younger sister, and together they descended to the island that was created. And they made the islands of Japan, the land of Iyo, which is called Lovely Princess, and the land of Toyo, which is the luxuriant sun youth, the land of Sanuki, which is called Good Prince Boiled Rice, and Great Yamato, the luxuriant island of the dragonfly, and many more, of which to tell were weariness. Furthermore, they gave birth to many myriads of deities to rule over the earth, and the air, and the deep sea. And for every season there were deities, and every place was sacred. For the deities were like the needles of the pine trees in number. Now, when the time came for the fire god Kagutsuchi to be born, his mother, the Lady Izanami, was burned and suffered a change. And she laid herself upon the ground. Then Izanagi, the prince who invites, asked, "What is it that has come to thee, my lovely younger sister?" And she answered, weeping, "The time my departure draws near, I go to the land of Yomi." And his Augustness Izanagi wept aloud, dropping his tears upon her feet and upon her pillow, and all his tears fell down and became deities. Nevertheless, the Lady Izanami departed. Then his Augustness, the prince who invites, was wroth, and lifted his face to high heaven, and cried, "O thine Augustness, my lovely younger sister, that I should have given thee in exchange for this single child." And drawing the 10-graph sword that was girded upon him, he slew the fire god, his child, and binding up his long hair, he followed the Lady Izanami to the entrance of Yomi, the world of the dead. And she, the princess who invites, appearing as lovely as she was when alive, came forth to greet him, and she lifted up the curtain of the palace of Hades that they might speak together. And the Lord Izanagi said, I weary for thee, my lovely younger sister, and the lands that thou and I created together are not finished making, therefore come back. Then the lady made answer, saying, My sweet lord, and my spouse, it is very lamentable that thou camest not sooner unto me, for I have eaten of the baked meats of Yomi. Nevertheless, as thou hast daily honoured me in thy coming here, thine Augustness, my lovely elder brother, if it may be, I will return with thee. I go to lay my desire before the gods of Yomi. Wait thou here until I come again, and if thou love me, seek not to look upon me till the time. So she spoke and left him. Izanagi sat upon a stone at the entrance of the palace of Hades until the sun set, and he was weary of that valley of gloom, and because she tarried long, he arose and plucked a comb from the left tress of his hair, and broke off from a tooth from one end of the comb, and lighting it to be a torch. He drew back the curtain of the palace of Yomi, but he saw his beloved lying in corruption, and round about her were the 8 deities of thunder. They are the fire thunder, and the black thunder, and the cleaving thunder, and earth thunder, and the roaring thunder, and the couchant thunder, and the young thunder, and by her terrible head was the great thunder. And Izanagi, being overawed, turned to flee away, but Izanami arose and cried, Thou hast put me to shame, for thou hast seen my defilement, now I will see thine also. And she called to her the hideous females of Yomi, and bade them to take and slay his Augustness, the Lord who invites. But he ran for his life, in the gloom stumbling upon the rocks of the valley of Yomi, and tearing the vine wreath from his long hair, he flung it behind him, and it fell to the ground and became many bunches of grapes, which the hideous females stayed to devour, and he fled on. But the females of Yomi still pursued him, so then he took a multitudinous and close-toothed comb from the right tresses of his long hair and cast it behind him. When it touched the ground, it became a grove of bamboo shoots, and again the females stayed to devour it, and Izanagi fled on, panting. But in her wrath and despair, his younger sister sent him the 8 thunders, together with 1,500 warriors of Hades. Yet he, the Prince of Invitation, drew the 10-grasped sword that was augustly girded upon him, and brandishing it behind him, gained at last the base of the even pass of Hades, the black mouth of Yomi, and he plucked there 3 peaches that grew upon a tree, and smote his enemies, that they all fled back, and the peaches were called their Augustness, great divine fruits. Then last of all, his younger sister, the princess who invites, herself came out to pursue. So Izanagi took a rock which could not have been lifted by 1,000 men, and placed it between them in the even pass of Hades, and standing behind the rock he pronounced the leave, taking in words of separation. But from the further side of the rock, Izanami called to him, My lovely elder brother, thine Augustness, of small avail shall be thy making of lands, and thy creating of deities, for I, with my powers, shall strangle every day 1,000 of thy people. So she cried, taunting him. But he answered her, My lovely younger sister, thine Augustness, if thou dost so, I shall cause in one day 1,500 to be born. Farewell. Though her Augustness, the lady who invites, is called the Queen of the Dead. But the great lord, his highness, the prince who invites, departed, crying, Horror, horror, horror. I have come to a hideous and polluted land. And he lay still by the riverside, until such time as he should recover strength to perform purification. Now who the hell redeemed Yandere halfway through me reading? I can't... How many to be born? 1,500 apparently. Right. Yandere. Oh, one moment. I don't have blood on this one, I don't think. sire, I'll refund you. I can't do that one with this model. I can do this though. No, I can't. What is my best? Not that one. This one. And right, that's gonna have to be good enough. I don't have a blood toggle on this one. Also pink. You wish for pink. Are we content? Are you happy now? You like this? Would? Of course you would. Also, hi, sire. How you doing? Also, I saw puppy pics delivered. Let me see. Oh, you so. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. Oh, why are they so adorable? What the hell? He's still so cute. I adore them. Please give them plenty of head pats from me. So how did we like that first tale? Because I was slightly confused in parts. My god, that's a lot of that. Yeah, that's a lot of fucking. Don't need to be shy here. You can say what it is. Right, what is next on the list? Islands of Flowers. That sounds fun. It was an interesting story. Yeah, I found this site and it has a lot of like fairy kind of tales. Islands of Flowers. This one. I only very briefly looked through them. So I think a lot of them are kind of confusing. Unless you all want to hear The Little Prince again. Or at least some of it. I remember the last time I read it, it went on for 3 hours. Unfortunately, 3 hours would be going a little bit too long for me today. I'm okay with hearing confusing ones. I think you're okay with hearing anything if it's me. I'm gonna be honest. I missed most, only heard the end. I'm not on that, not a light sleeper. Oh, but you managed to fall asleep for a little bit? I'm glad. You're so right. I know I am. I really think I wouldn't be. Your voice is just amazing. You flatter me. Oh, back into it. Okay, back to sleepy mode. Okay, sleep well. Again. The Islands of Flowers by Elsie Spicer Eel. Paradise is, of course, ruled by loving law. Oh, one moment. No, we're not having. Why did it do that? Why did it go me to other things? We are not having music. We're not having Black Ball on here. That would be a bit too much. Let me. This song. This should be about the same audio volume. You're trying to fluster that song. It's only trying to fluster. Let it fluster you. Oh, is this still up? No, it's not. The Islands of Flowers, Elsie Spicy Eels. Paradise is, of course, ruled by loving law. All places good to live in are governed by laws. Long, long ago, there was a little angel who broke one of the rules of paradise. Of course, she had to be punished. Punishment always follows broken laws. She was banished from her heavenly home. Never again could she join in the chorus of celestial music. Never again could she look into the face of the great king. Now it happened that this little angel loved the flowers of paradise especially. For the last time she walked through the heavenly gardens. Oh, my exquisite one, I cannot bear to leave you. She sobbed to her favorite blossom. It breaks my heart. The flowers lifted their fair faces to hers in loving sympathy. They breathed out their sweetest perfume at her gentle touch, and they stretched out their hands to catch her trailing garments as she passed by. My best beloved, you're asking me to take you with me, cried the little angel. She filled her arms with the lovely blossoms of paradise. Now, the angel was a very little angel, and the flowers she gathered made a very large armful indeed. She could not bear to leave any of her favorites behind, and slowly and sorrowfully she left the heavenly garden. Slowly and sorrowfully she passed outside the celestial gates. When she had left the gates of paradise far behind, the lovely blossoms in her grasp were all that remained of heaven to her, and they filled her arms so full that she could not hold them all. Some of them fell down, and down to the earth they floated. They came to rest on the smiling blue waters of the broad Atlantic. Oh, what shall I do? I've lost my exquisite one, sobbed the little angel. And the flowers of paradise smiled up at her from the place where they had fallen. Never had they looked lovelier. My best beloved, so beautiful and happy, she cried as she smiled through her tears. I still have all I can carry, and I'll leave them where they are. There are 9 of the flowers of paradise which the angel dropped. They have always remained in the blue Atlantic where she left them. After many years, Portuguese mariners found them, and Portugal claimed them as her own, and she named them the Azores. And to this very day, one of the islands is called Flores, meaning flowers. You have to run errands? I hope you do your errands well. And you're more than welcome for stream. That was a short one, huh? I can feel my eyes trying to close. Oh my gosh. I meant to be making you sleepy, not myself. Fairy tale. Okay, this one's by Brothers Grimm. I'm trying not to fall asleep. I may have to call this one our last one so I can bed quickly. Okay, there we go. Well, now my throat shouldn't die on me halfway through reading. So, a fairy tale about water, the Brothers Grimm. One boy very much liked to bathe, and even in high water when the river had risen, he did not obey his father and mother and had escaped to bathe. He had undressed ashore and jumped in water. The rough stream picked him up, and the boy struggled with a current dissecting waves. He began to shout and call for aid, has heard its water, and it is good that it has heard. The small swimmer has already choked, so also consciousness has lost. And when the water had appeared in time, to rolling that was already immovable, and waves carried its soul further. To tell the truth, water hated when somebody from people alive got to it on the bottom. But the small swimmer had liked it, and it began a pity to heat the child, and he's decided to rescue it. Water took the child on hands and has carried it in the fine palace on a riverbed, and never before the live person did not get to its possession. For the first time so happens, has put water the boy on the bed, and then has quietly departed and has hidden, expecting when its visitor will wake up. Boy has woken up, has looked around, and has seen that lies on a glass bed in the middle of a glass room. Near bed, a little table, and on it all from crystal is full of toys. And, and toys so it is tempting were poured and were such beautiful that the fellow was pulled to them, wanted to play, but has at the very same time recollected the house and has bitterly begun to cry. Water that's there, and then ran up to it. About what small you cry? Home, I want, the boy sobbed. Really at you, it's better than the house, than in my hole. The water was surprised. Better, the boy had begun to cry more loudly, has understood water, and that all its consolations are vain, and has left, and the fellow, having cried at ease, has fallen asleep. Then the water has crept to it and has transferred to other room. The boy has woken up, has looked around and seen that it lays in a silver room. Both walls and the floor and the ceiling silver. At bed, a silver little table with toys, and all toys from pure silver, such riches, as bewitched as the fellow looked at them. Then took silver toys and began to play. But the entertainment quickly has mothered it. He as was cheerful to play with the brother, and the sister has recollected and has sobbed violently, has come running water, and asks, About what you cry, small? I want to the brother and sister, the boy has answered, and begun to sob still more. The water could not console it in any way and has left, and the boy has fallen asleep. Water has again crept to it on tiptoe and has transferred to the third room. When the boy has woken up, has seen that it lays in a gold room on a bed from pure gold. All there was gold, both a little table and chairs and toys. To the boy often told about magic treasuries where gold is stored, but such riches in a dream did not dream it. Fascinated undertook there was a boy for toys, but it is short that it amused. Mother and the father were recollected, and the boy has again begun to cry, has come running water, and asks, About what you cry, my child? I want to the father and to mother, was surprised Water. After all, he did not know that such the mother and father. Really, the father and mother to you is more expensive than some pure gold, he has exclaimed. More expensively, the boy has told. Water has left and collected all pearls, what was concealed in themselves by depths of its underwater kingdom. Has collected and poured out before the boy. The pearls heap hath grown to the ceiling, and Water has asked, Yet really the father and mother is more expensive too than such heap of pearls. The fellow that the light of treasures has not blinded him has blinked. In vain you work, the boy has answered. All the same, not to learn to you the price mine, to the mother and father. They are to me the most expensive on light. Has understood Water that in anything to it, not to console the boy has waited, while that will fall asleep. Has cautiously taken out its sleepy of water, and has put on coast. Only the poor clothes here waited, and Water has filled its pockets with gold and pearls and has disappeared. The boy has woken up and has seen that lays ashore at the water, also has there and then recollected about water in an underwater kingdom. At first the boy has thought that all it has dreamt it, but when it has got into a pocket and pulled out gold and pearls, has understood that there was not a dream, and plain truth. The fellow home, to the father and mother, to the brother and to the sister has rushed. Their pleasures were not the end, and moreover, and in the house civil it became. It's a lot of, after all, from an underwater kingdom the boy has brought me pearls, yes, gold. The boy still went on the river to bathe, yet only Shoal adhered, dire water not to reach. And Walter the Grieved has returned to the underwater kingdom, he thought, that has chosen in the possession the most valuable treasures. Also, it has suddenly appeared that people have treasures more expensively gold than pearls. There is at people a father and mother, brothers and sisters, and that was Water nobody. It has become sad and has cried 3 days on end. From its sobbings coast was shaken and waves rustled as if at flooding, and then gone Water to examine each corner of the kingdom and count special treasures, what did not come across till now to him on eyes somewhere have hidden. Oh, my throat. And that's the fairy tale about Walter. Also, it's Lyle. Thank you for the follow. Welcome on to the Wispups. I hope you have a lovely time here. I do apologize our time together today is a little bit short, but I do wish to also get some good sleep tonight. That one kind of made me thirsty. Yeah. Oh, default. Hi, I'm so sorry I'm about to close off. I suppose I could do one more story just for you. I can do that. I can manage one more. It shouldn't be a long one. I think the rest of them are quite short. My downloads my bookmarks. I know where. Oh, oh wait, it's here. Oh, that's regard. Thank you for that. That's default. That'd be sweet. I won't complain. More soft Danya whispering. Yeah, you like it when I whisper in your ears, huh? Right, there we go. Right, this says it's an 8-minute read. Let me see if a little bit better. Okay, this one's a 5-minute read. We'll go with this one. So, The Fairy Wedding by Gina Cooley and McPherson. Yeah, I think I'm right. Sorry, me. It is said that one May day long ago, the hills of Eurysthena smiled with rare and remarkable beauty. The pines of Maze and the fir trees of Tricolic bloomed, and the wild thistles grew soft and lovely. Ferns wore a yellow crown, and the perfumes of wild flowers were heavy on the air, and all the land was filled with joy. Although many years passed, the day is not forgotten, and from generation to generation, the story of this day, as first related by Vassos of Trikala, is throughout the countryside remembered and told again and again. It was the wedding day of Neridos, a fairy youth, and Nerida, a fairy maid. Vassos of Trikala, after searching for 33 years, had at last found the Neridavotavtano, a fairy plant by which he was able to communicate with the fairy world. He knew Vassos was seen on the hill of Trikala, running or rather gliding above the earth. He knew all fairy secrets, and he had helped or cured many mortal youths who had hopelessly loved fairy maidens. On this day, the 3rd of May, just at noon, Vassos was seen on that hill of Trikala called the Pine Hill, running or rather gliding above the earth with the swiftness of a bird, and those who saw him had time only to be amazed when he was lost to sight. On the third day following, when he appeared in the village of Trikala, the villagers that thronged about him to hear what had happened. It was a fairy wedding, he said. All the fairy world knew it. The hills of Trikala and the mountains of Irstena knew it. I was invited. Fairies came for me while I was drinking at the fairy spring. I heard, as though far off, their drums and violins and the music of strange instruments. Then the clouds became like chariots, sinking lower and lower to come near me, while the music swelled and echoed around me and seemed to draw me on and up until the clouds were all around. They were filled with beautiful maidens who took me away and away across the Corinthian Gulf and other seas, across green fields and blue waters. Vassos did not know the spot where the cloud chariots descended to the earth, though he thought it might be the Mount Pendos in Thessaly. On the top of the mountain, where no human foot had ever stepped, arose the fairy palace, gleaming gold in the sunshine, with silver towers and spires fading into the clouds. Within the rooms of varied colours and the long, flower-festooned halls were crowded with innumerable guests. Vassos was unable to describe the beauty of these fairy people, for their faces, though like those of human beings, could not be clearly distinguished, and their clothes, like milky foam, transcended all description. Coloured lights played through the palace, at one moment tinging all things with gold, the next with rose, then violet, crimson, green, and lavender. The music of harps and violins and the steps of the dance changed with shifting colours, but laughter and joy went on ceaselessly. In each of that room 1,000 candles burned in candlesticks of crystal and burnished gold, while the bright silver walls like mirrors reflected their brilliance. The smoke of incense rose on all sides, and the air was laden with its piquant colour. In one of the great halls, a table of crystal set in silver held fairy food that helped heaped on chased silver platters. It was impossible to tell of what the food was made. Vasasot knew only that it was white and soft and so light that it seemed to melt away as soon as he tasted it, leaving the memory of a rich yet delicate flavour that he could never forget. For 3 days the wedding continued, and all the while there was music, feasting, and dancing. Nereida and also Nereidos, whose face was like a girl's, had a beauty surpassing all mortal beauty. On their heads were crowns of gold, their clothes were distinguished from those of other fairies by the silver lace and jewels, of all kinds that sparkled whenever they moved. The bride and groom were always on horseback. The food was handed up to them on golden trays, and fairies sang continually, dancing, scattering blossoms, and twining ribbons around. Ceaselessly one heard, rising and falling with a wave-like rhythm, the gentle tinkling of glasses as they were clinked together. The guests drank cherry-red nectar from crystal glasses etched with flowers and fairy faces. And on the third day, after all had drunk for the last time to the health of the bride and groom, glasses were broken, and with a crash of crystal the festivities came to an end. I do not remember how it happened, finished Vasos, but at noon I found myself back on the pine hill of Trikala, proud to have been the only mortal guest of the fairy wedding. In the end. I'm so weepy now, literally woke up like 3 hours ago, Danya. Oops, I guess. But I'm glad that it seems to have done the job. You did come for bedtime stories after all. It's literally there in the title. You can't blame me. But the whispering is so damn nice. I'm not lowering my voice all that much. If anything, I've lowered the tone. Just so that you have to focus on me just a little bit more. It's very cute. I've only heard Donnie be mad at me, lol. I've never been mad at you. What do you mean? Truth? It's crazy. Wow. You're just a menace in golf. That's very true. I think everyone becomes a menace in golf. Okay, so I think the other person I knew that was in ASMR has ended their stream already. Okay. I ideally don't want to throw you to someone who's loud. And this too loud. No, because I know someone's fallen. Like, I know some people were falling asleep. And I'm not that mean. Let me see. Wait, no. Wait, no. I just saw her. She is live. Hold on. I just saw it pop up. Yeah, she is live in the same channel. It's not coming up for me though. It's weird. So, we're gonna go over to Xiaomi. He's also doing ASMR. So I hope you have a lovely time with them. I'm back tomorrow with Repo with the lads. But I hope you have a lovely rest of your nights, and I'll be back tomorrow. Don't miss me too much. Thank you for stream, you're more than welcome. Well, until tomorrow, I'll see you all later. Bye bye.